seclorum, e pluribus unum. They changing climates and replacing humans and fracking soils while bulldozing forests. But they can't defeat us. They could not destroy us.
Are we dreaming the same dream of money?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, it's a showdown between two teams with the same record on the year. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte, North Carolina, as we bring in our broadcast team of Brandon Guyton and James Davis.
Larry, with a beautiful skyline towering just to the right of us, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
Really held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And here's a look at the starting offense. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now let's go. Green, 30.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Four yards remaining now on second down.
All right, here we go. Green, 19. Detroit, Detroit. Gun. Here we go now. Leopard.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
Third and 4. And they'll run it here. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Second down, goal to go from the 6. And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. To throw on third and goal. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
So out come the Bucs now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some space here. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
looking to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
When I see Sharif Floyd hit the field, I think of all the potential he has, and it's a lot of fun watching that come to the surface.
Their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll come out in the pistol. And on the ground they go with the running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. They're going to look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
All right, here we go. Blue line.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. Leopard.
A give to the fullback on the dive. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. That's caught at the 2. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll set up a throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Here we go now. 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And quickly they get to the line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 3 out, 3 out. Hurry up, here we go.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 18. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
All right, here we go. Blue,
They go play action here on first down. Going up top. And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Gun!
So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, writing your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Another pistol look here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
$12 yards to go on third down. One receiver left, 2 to the right.
All right, here we go. Back down, Philly, here we go. Good.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be first down, Panthers. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Ten yards still left on second down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he comes back with one complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always...
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One receiver left, 2 to the right.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up. Not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A beautiful fake. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up a 1st down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
They come out here in the eye. Now they try the right side here. And he's got room. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Needed 13. They got 14 on 3rd down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold him, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. Here we go. Under 10. 10. Here we go. Patrick. Over. Gun.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got time. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. In there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 30.
And now here's a carry heading left. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask, 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Tampa Bay, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.